What truly happens the very moment you lose consciousness and fall into what we call sleep? Most people believe sleep is just a state of total unconsciousness, a time when the body rests and the mind shuts down. But this is one of humanity's greatest misconceptions. The truth is far more extraordinary and, at the same time, more unsettling than you can imagine. As your eyes close and your breathing deepens, as your muscles relax and you feel that sensation of drifting off, something phenomenal is occurring. Your soul isn't resting, it's preparing for the most important journey of your day. What we call blacking out is, in reality, the moment our consciousness transfers from the physical body to a much subtler and more powerful form. During those 8 hours you spend unconscious, your soul is more active than ever. It travels, explores, learns, and connects with dimensions your waking mind can't even process. And if you're still here, diving deep with me, let's make it official. You've got 5 seconds to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Comment 100% if you're done. Let's keep this journey going. Consider this. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. If you live to be 75, that's 25 years in a sleep state. Would nature really waste so much time just to rest the body? The answer is no. These hours are crucial for spiritual growth, energetic healing, and connections that go beyond our physical world. Perhaps as a child, you woke up with the feeling that you had lived an entire life during the night, or had dreams so vivid they seemed more real than reality itself. They weren't ordinary dreams. They were fragments, distorted memories of experiences your soul actually had in other planes of existence. The physical body, this collection of flesh and bones you call me, is just a temporary vessel. During sleep, your true essence breaks free from these physical limits and gains access to realities that exist at entirely different frequencies. It's like spending your whole life looking at the world through a tiny window, and then suddenly all the walls disappear. Here's the most impressive part. Your soul never truly sleeps. While your physical brain slows down and your senses shut off, your spiritual consciousness operates at extremely high frequencies. It's during these hours that you receive guidance, healing, knowledge, and even warnings about the future. Have you ever woken up with the solution to a problem that was troubling you, or with a strong intuition about something you should do? That wasn't an accident. Your soul had access to information your conscious mind could never process. During sleep, the filters of physical reality dissolve, and you can see with a clarity that surpasses the 5 senses. Imagine if you knew that every night you had access to an infinite library of knowledge, that you could connect with beings of higher wisdom, receive deep energetic healing, and even influence future events. Imagine if you could transform those 8 hours of unconsciousness into a period of rapid spiritual growth. That's exactly what's happening every night, whether you're aware of it or not. The difference is that now you're beginning to awaken to this reality. And once you truly grasp what your soul experiences during sleep, your life will be forever changed. What you'll learn next about the soul's separation during sleep will completely transform your understanding of human consciousness. There is a specific moment as you fall asleep when something extraordinary happens. It's that instant when you feel as if you're falling or sinking into the bed. This isn't just a physical sensation. It is literally your soul disconnecting from the physical body. This process happens in stages. First, your consciousness begins to detach from the 5 senses. You stop hearing environmental sounds, feeling skin temperature, or the weight of your body on the mattress. It's as if someone is slowly turning down the volume of everything around you. As your physical perception fades, your spiritual perception intensifies. In the second stage, what ancient traditions called etheric separation occurs. Your soul, which is anchored to your physical body during the day, begins to loosen its hold. Imagine that during your waking life, you wear a very tight spacesuit. During sleep, you finally get to take it off and breathe freely. This separation isn't instantaneous. It's a gradual process that can take between 20 to 45 minutes, depending on your level of relaxation and spiritual awareness. Some people are naturally more sensitive to this transition and can feel it happening. Have you ever had that floating sensation above your own body, or woken up feeling like you were returning from somewhere very far away? There are different levels of separation. On the most superficial level, your soul stays close to the body, floating just a few inches above. This is when you have the most common dreams, which mix daily memories with subconscious symbolism. But when the separation deepens, your soul gains the freedom to travel vast distances. During a deep separation, you are no longer limited by the laws of physics. You can pass through walls, instantly travel to other countries, or even visit dimensions that don't exist in the physical world. Many people report dreams where they were flying or moving in impossible ways. These weren't just dreams. They were real memories of experiences your soul had during its separation. A fascinating phenomenon that happens during this process is the expansion of consciousness. When your soul is freed from the brain's limitations, it regains dormant abilities. You might access past life memories, receive information about the future, or communicate telepathically with other souls who are also in a state of separation. Your soul maintains a connection to the body through what is known as the silver cord. This energetic cord acts as a safety line, ensuring you can always return to your physical body when needed. It is impossible to get lost. Your soul will always find its way back. Some individuals learn to consciously induce this separation. They learn to maintain awareness throughout the process, turning ordinary sleep into a deliberate spiritual exploration. This is possible through specific relaxation, meditation, and mental focus techniques. The quality of your separation is directly influenced by your emotional and spiritual state during the day. If you go to sleep feeling angry, afraid, or anxious, your soul carries those energies and may attract negative experiences during its journey. However, if you cultivate peace, gratitude, and love, your nightly journey becomes an experience of growth and healing. The separation is also influenced by your sleeping environment. Rooms with high electromagnetic pollution, objects with negative energies, or emotional conflicts in the space can hinder or contaminate the process. This is why many spiritual traditions have always emphasized purifying the resting place. This separation isn't a rare phenomenon. It happens to everyone, every night. The only difference is in each person's level of awareness. Some remember fragments through dreams, others wake up with powerful intuitions, and a few can maintain full consciousness throughout the entire experience. During separation, your soul doesn't just wander aimlessly. It navigates through 3 distinct planes of existence, each with its own rules, inhabitants, and possibilities. Understanding these planes is essential to understanding what truly happens during sleep. The first plane is the physical etheric, which exists at a frequency very close to our material reality. It's like an expanded version of the physical world, where the laws of physics still partially apply, but are much more flexible. When your soul is in this plane, you can still recognize familiar places, people, and situations that make sense in your waking life. This is where most normal dreams happen. Those where you're at home with family, living out situations that could happen in real life, but with some strange twists. For example, you might dream of your childhood home, but it has rooms that never existed. These experiences occur because your soul is navigating the etheric version of those places and people. In this plane, you can also interact with other sleeping souls. Have you ever dreamed of someone, and the next day they told you they also dreamed about you? It wasn't a coincidence. You met in the physical etheric plane and shared a real experience, even though you were sleeping in different places. The second plane is the intermediate astral, where things become more interesting and complex. Here, your soul enters a realm governed by emotions, desires, and thoughts. It's a plane where creation happens instantly through intention. If you think of a place, you appear there. If you desire something, it materializes before you. In the intermediate astral plane, you can have impossible adventures, live out fantasies, or face your deepest fears in dramatic ways. This is where epic dreams occur, where you are a hero saving the world, or nightmares, where you battle terrifying creatures. These experiences are opportunities for spiritual growth, allowing your soul to process inner conflicts and expand its consciousness. However, the intermediate astral plane is also inhabited by other beings. Some are souls of people who have died and haven't moved on. Others are entities that have always existed on these levels of reality. Not all are benevolent. Some feed on negative energies like fear, anger, or sadness. This is why you sometimes wake up from a dream feeling completely drained, as if you had been fighting all night. The third plane is the higher mental, also known as the plane of the Akashic records. Here, your soul accesses information that completely transcends your personal experience. It's like entering an infinite library that holds all knowledge that has ever existed or will exist. You can access past life memories, receive guidance about the future, or understand universal truths your conscious mind could never process. In the higher mental plane, you don't dream in the traditional sense. You experience direct downloads of pure information. Many great discoveries in human history have come from inventors, artists, and scientists who access this plane during sleep. It's in the higher mental plane that you can communicate with spiritual guides, ascended masters, and higher aspects of your own soul. These communications are rarely remembered as ordinary dreams. You usually wake up with a deep sense of peace, a new understanding of life, or an unshakable certainty about what to do next. The transition between these planes happens naturally throughout the night. Your soul might start in the physical etheric, explore the intermediate astral, and then ascend to the higher mental before gradually returning to the physical body. The time you spend in each plane depends on your spiritual development, your energetic needs, and the challenges your soul needs to face. Spiritually advanced people can consciously navigate these planes, choosing where they want to go. Others are subconsciously guided to the planes they most need to visit. If you are going through a period of emotional healing, you'll likely spend more time in the intermediate astral. If you are seeking answers to complex problems, your soul will be drawn to the higher mental plane. Each plane offers unique opportunities for growth. In the physical etheric, you can heal relationships and resolve conflicts. In the intermediate astral, you can transform emotional patterns and overcome fears. In the higher mental, you can expand your consciousness and receive divine guidance. Every night, you have access to these three spiritual universities. Let's take a closer look at the silver cord, a crucial element that connects your soul to your physical body during your nightly journeys. This energetic cord is literally your lifeline, the only thing preventing your soul from getting permanently lost in the astral planes and ensuring you return to your body by morning. The silver cord is not a metaphor. It's a real energetic structure that can be perceived by sensitive people. It typically connects at the solar plexus or heart region and extends infinitely, following your soul no matter how far it travels. Think of this cord as a safety cable for a mountain climber. No matter how far or high they climb, there is always a connection that brings them back safely. The silver cord works the same way for your soul. It pulses with the same frequency as your physical heart, transmitting constant information between the body and the separated soul. The cord's appearance varies from person to person and changes based on physical and spiritual health. In healthy individuals, the cord shines with an intense silver light, is flexible and resilient. In those who are sick or emotionally unbalanced, it may appear duller, thinner, or even have knots. What you may not realize is that the silver cord is not indestructible. It can be damaged or even severed. Extreme emotional trauma, accidents that cause a coma, or intense energetic interference can affect its integrity. When the cord is damaged, you might experience extremely vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life, difficulty telling dreams from reality upon waking, a sensation of floating during the day, or even spontaneous near-death experiences. Some people report feeling partially out of their body for days or weeks after a major trauma. Have you ever woken up feeling like you were returning from a very distant place, or felt it took a few seconds to fully reconnect with your body? It's more common than you think. The silver cord also responds to your emotional state. During high stress, anxiety, or depression, it can become tense or rigid, limiting your soul's ability to explore higher planes during sleep. It's as if the physical body is constantly pulling the soul back, preventing it from traveling to receive healing and guidance. There's a fascinating phenomenon related to the silver cord during near-death experiences. People who've had these experiences often report seeing a bright cord connecting their astral body to their physical body during journeys through tunnels of light. Some describe feeling the cord pulling them back to life against their will. Spiritual traditions have developed techniques to strengthen and purify the silver cord, including specific visualizations, breathing exercises, and energetic purification rituals. When the cord is strong and clean, you have clearer dreams, smoother awakenings, and a general sense of being more connected to your soul. The silver cord also carries information back to the physical body. All the experiences, lessons, and healings your soul receives on its nightly journeys are transmitted through it. Physical death happens when the silver cord is permanently severed. This break is usually a gradual process that can take hours or even days. This is why people in comas or in the process of dying often report out-of-body experiences. Their soul is already preparing for the final separation, but is still connected by the cord. Now, we need to talk about an aspect many prefer to ignore, but which is crucial for your spiritual protection. During your nightly journeys, you don't just encounter benevolent beings. There are entities that feed on human vital energy, and the sleep period is when we are most vulnerable to these attacks. Astral parasites are beings that exist in the lower frequencies of the astral planes. They depend on human emotional energy to survive, feeding primarily on intense negative emotions like fear, anger, sadness, despair, anxiety, and depression. The more intense the negative emotion, the more nourishing it is for these entities. Have you ever woken up completely exhausted after a full night's sleep, as if you ran a marathon? Or had periods where your nightmares were so intense and frequent that you were afraid to sleep? These are early signs that your energy might be getting drained by astral parasites during sleep. These entities are intelligent and have developed sophisticated strategies to feed. They can influence your dreams, creating scenarios that provoke intense fear or anguish. The terror you feel in a nightmare isn't just a dream. It's real energy being generated and immediately consumed by the astral parasite. Some astral parasites are highly specialized, feeding on specific negative emotions. Energetic vampires are an even more dangerous category. Unlike astral parasites, which feed on any negative energy, energetic vampires directly drain your life force. They can connect to your silver cord and suck the energy that should be nourishing your physical body during sleep. How do you know if you are being visited by one? You wake up more tired than when you went to bed, even after 8 hours of rest. You feel an inexplicable fatigue that doesn't improve with sleep, or you wake up with unexplained physical marks like scratches or bruises. There is also a frightening phenomenon called sleep paralysis, with a malignant presence. You wake up conscious but completely paralyzed, feeling an oppressive presence in the room. Many people report seeing dark shadows or feeling pressure on their chest. This is often a direct attack by parasitic entities. Some people are more targeted than others. Individuals who live with constant stress, who cultivate negative emotions, use drugs or alcohol excessively, or are going through intense emotional trauma, emit an energetic signature that attracts these entities like a beacon. Environments can also be infested with astral parasites, such as homes with constant conflict, hospitals, or cemeteries. When you sleep in an infested environment, you expose yourself to attacks. Astral parasites can also create a mutual dependency. They can influence your thoughts during the day, causing you to generate more of the negative emotions they feed on. People who suffer from chronic depression or persistent anxiety are often being influenced by these entities. Some are so sophisticated they can mimic deceased loved ones to gain your trust and get close to your energy. If you have recurring dreams of dead people trying to get you to go with them or delivering negative messages, you may be dealing with a disguised astral parasite. There's also the phenomenon of parasitic energetic cords. Some entities can create permanent connections with a person, draining their energy continuously. These connections can last for years or decades. Children are especially vulnerable to these attacks because their vital energy is purer and more intense, making them prime targets. But not all is lost. You have far more power than you realize. Your intention, spiritual energy, and emotional state determine the types of entities you attract. Simple techniques like prayer before bed, visualizing white light, or keeping protective crystals near your bed can create effective energetic barriers. There is an extraordinary state of consciousness where you can maintain full awareness during your soul's nightly journeys. The lucid dream. When you develop this skill, you stop being a passive observer and become the conscious director of your own spiritual adventure. In a lucid dream, you are aware that you are dreaming while your soul navigates different planes of existence. It's like having spiritual superpowers. You can fly, pass through walls, visit any place in the universe, communicate with beings from other realms, and even completely transform your surroundings with intention. Lucid dreaming is not just a form of escapism. It's a powerful tool for spiritual growth and self-discovery. When you can maintain awareness during astral separation, you can deliberately seek spiritual teachings, deep energetic healing, or answers to important life questions. The first technique to develop lucid dreams is reality checking. Throughout the day, make a habit of asking yourself, "Am I dreaming?" and look for signs to tell if you are awake. Look at your hands, check if written text makes sense, or try to push your finger through the palm of your other hand. In a dream, these elements behave differently, alerting your consciousness. Another powerful technique is pre-sleep intention. Before sleeping, program your mind with a clear intention to become lucid during the dream. You can mentally repeat, "When I am dreaming, I will realize I am dreaming." This acts like an internal alarm. The morning hours are especially conducive to lucid dreaming. When you wake up naturally and go back to sleep, your soul is more relaxed and your consciousness is more alert. If you wake up in the middle of the night, try going back to sleep while holding the intention to become lucid. When you have your first lucid experience, you may feel intense euphoria that wakes you up. It's important to stay calm. To stabilize the experience, rub your astral hands together, spin around, or focus on details in the dream environment. Once you are in a lucid dream, you can begin to consciously explore. You can fly to other countries, visit impossible dimensions, or travel to the past or future. Some people manage to access past lives, others receive teachings from spiritual masters, and still others heal deep emotional trauma. In a lucid dream, you are navigating real dimensions, not just creations of your imagination. The beings you meet and the places you visit have real consequences for your spiritual growth. That's why it's important to approach lucid dreaming with respect and responsibility. There are also risks associated with lucid dreaming. When you consciously interfere with the soul's natural processes, you might disrupt healings or lessons that were meant to happen. Another risk is addiction to lucid dreams. Some people become so fascinated with the astral world that they neglect their responsibilities in the physical world. Balance is essential. There is also the danger of encountering negative entities. When you are conscious in the astral plane, you may attract beings that wouldn't normally be interested in you. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. You become more visible. That's why mastering protection techniques is essential before diving deep into lucid dreaming. When practiced wisely, lucid dreaming can accelerate your spiritual growth. You can consciously seek out your spiritual guides, request specific healing for emotional traumas, or explore aspects of your subconscious. One of the most transformative experiences is meeting your higher self, the highest aspect of your own soul. This encounter can lead to profound insights about your life's purpose and spiritual mission. Many people also use lucid dreams to practice skills, confront fears, or resolve inner conflicts. Developing dream lucidity is a gradual process that requires patience and consistent practice. Some people see results in days, while others take months or years. The most important thing is to stay consistent and maintain pure intention. Once you master lucid dreaming, your relationship with sleep changes completely. You no longer see the 8 hours of sleep as wasted time, but as a precious opportunity for spiritual growth, healing, and exploration. After understanding the dangers that can exist during your nightly journeys, it's essential to know how to protect yourself. Spiritual protection during sleep is not optional. It is a necessity for anyone seeking safe and transformative astral experiences. The first and most important technique is the energetic purification of your space. Your bedroom isn't just a physical space, but an energetic portal that can attract or repel different entities. Start by removing any objects that carry negative energy, such as photos from past relationships or items that bring painful memories. You should regularly cleanse your bedroom. You can use simple techniques like burning white sage incense, spraying salt water in the corners of the room, or simply opening windows to let fresh air circulate. Protective crystals are powerful tools for creating energetic barriers. Amethyst, rose quartz, black tourmaline, and obsidian are especially effective for nighttime protection. Place them strategically around your bed, especially in the four corners of the room, to create a circle of protection. Each crystal has a specific function. Amethyst elevates vibration, Rose quartz brings love and healing, black tourmaline blocks negative energies, and obsidian cuts unwanted energetic ties. The most powerful protection comes from within, from your own energetic and spiritual state. Before bed, always perform a personal energy cleansing. Visualize a bright white light enveloping your entire body from head to toe. This light should be so intense that no shadow can penetrate it. Maintain this visualization for at least 5 minutes, truly feeling the protection being established. Prayer is one of humanity's oldest and most effective tools for protection. No matter your beliefs, the act of connecting with a higher force before sleeping creates a powerful energetic barrier. What matters is the sincere intention to seek divine protection. A simple prayer could be, "I ask for divine protection during my sleep. May only beings of light and love approach me. May my soul be guided to experiences that contribute to my spiritual growth. May I be protected from any negative influence during my nightly journeys." Creating a nighttime ritual establishes a habit that your soul recognizes as a signal of safety. This ritual can include a relaxing bath with salt, burning incense, reading spiritual texts, or a few minutes of meditation. The important thing is consistency, which creates an energetic anchor of protection. Another powerful technique is creating an energy shield around your bed. Visualize a golden or silver bubble of light completely surrounding your bed, creating a sacred zone where only positive energies can enter. This bubble should be semi-permeable, allowing good influences in, but blocking all negative energy. Always keep a glass of pure water with a pinch of coarse salt near your bed. Water is a natural purifying element that absorbs negative energies from the environment. Change this water daily, discarding it down the toilet and never on plants or in the kitchen sink, as it may contain heavy energies absorbed during the night. Your emotional state before sleeping is crucial. Never go to sleep angry, afraid, sad, or with any intense negative emotion. These emotions are like beacons that attract parasitic entities. If you are going through a difficult time, do some energy work before sleeping. Forgive those who hurt you, release your worries, and cultivate feelings of gratitude and love. Gratitude is one of the most protective energetic frequencies in existence. Before bed, give thanks for at least 3 good things that happen during the day. This practice not only raises your vibration, but also creates a natural barrier against negative energies. Parasitic entities cannot withstand the frequency of genuine gratitude. Avoid watching horror movies, reading negative news, or having conflict-filled conversations before sleeping. These activities lower your energetic frequency and can attract negative experiences during sleep. Instead, choose activities that raise your vibration, such as listening to soft music, reading inspiring books, or silent contemplation. If you are attacked by negative entities during sleep, there is a highly effective emergency technique. Mentally or verbally affirm with full force, "I am light, I am love, I am protected." Repeat this with all the conviction you can. This affirmation, when done with enough strength, can instantly break any energetic attack. Remember that you always have more power than any negative entity. Fear is the only thing that can make you vulnerable. We have reached the most crucial point of this entire revelation. It is not a coincidence that you are discovering this information now. There is an urgent reason why this knowledge about the soul's nightly journeys is being revealed at this moment in human history, and it has to do with a planetary transformation happening all around us. Humanity is undergoing an unprecedented rise in consciousness. Our collective vibrational frequency is rapidly increasing, and this is creating profound changes in how our souls behave during sleep. People who have never had spiritual experiences are starting to have spontaneous lucid dreams, encounters with beings of light, and access to information that goes beyond their personal experience. But here is what few realize. This rise in consciousness is also making it easier for negative entities to connect with our energy. It's as if the membrane between planes is becoming more permeable. People who never had issues with astral parasites are now being attacked during sleep. Children are having more intense nightmares, and adults are waking up more exhausted than ever. This is no coincidence. It is a direct consequence of the energetic war happening in the invisible realms. Forces that benefit from human unconsciousness are intensifying their attacks precisely because they know humanity is awakening. It's a final battle between light and shadow, and the main battlefield is our nightly experiences. That is why it is crucial that you learn how to protect yourself and consciously use your nightly journeys. It is no longer enough to simply sleep and hope everything goes well. You must become an active and conscious participant in what happens during sleep. Your spiritual evolution, and perhaps even your mental sanity, depends on it. Your soul has guided you to this information because the time has come for you to awaken to your true potential. What you do with this knowledge will determine not only the course of your life, but also your contribution to the awakening of humanity.
If you're ready to unlock even deeper truths about the universe, click on the next video. Your journey is just beginning.